actually like a insane fucking story of how I actually started making music.
Well, then there you go. Let's bring it up. What is it? What's the craziest? What's the story? I need to hear it, bro.
Well,
you want to talk about it, or do you want to leave it in the books? You want to keep quiet with it, or you want to say it?
nah, bro. I've told people about it. I just never like publicly talked about it. I mean, I can. So like.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good in between, good day, sir. It is your host, Almighty Sai, and this is the MOSHCAST. The motherfucking MOSHCAST. I hope it echoes a lot for you in the background. If not, then I did that for no fucking reason. Good day. Good day to you, sir. It's a good day for an episode of the podcast. Look at me. I'm by myself again. You know what? It doesn't really fucking matter if I am by myself or not by myself. If I have guests, great. If I don't, then great. I do have a guest, but he's on the phone. And you're going to meet him here pretty soon. Alright? So chill the fuck out, dude. God. They're always on my ass. Like my mom. Or my fiance. Now she's going to beat me up. No, I'm just playing. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing great. Today is a good day. I've been feeling weird, off and on recently about like just weird stuff. Maybe having a existential crisis inside of my head about some crazy things or whatever, but I think it's because of the moon or the wind, one of them. But we're gonna call this person and give them a introduction like no other. So let's hope that he is ready, and we're going to give him a call right now. So here it goes.
Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and squirrels, our guest today on the MOSHCAST is none other than LURK.
Hello.
Everyone hates LURK on Instagram. How you been, bud?
I'm good. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can. Let me move my mic down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that'll. How's that? Is that a bit better?
That's great. That's great, bro. That's awesome. How you been? You been doing?
A lot of school shit. Stressed out with school, but other than that, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, school shit. What kind of school shit? What's going on in school?
I'm in college, so I just got a lot of.
Fuck yeah. What are you like? What's your classes right now?
Busy work. I am. I'm majoring in criminal justice with a minor in psychology.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Criminal justice and then minoring in psychology?
Yeah. So like what my plan is, once I get out of here, like out of school, I mean, I want to work in a prison, but like on the rehabilitation side.
Okay.
And like maybe be a teacher or some shit. I think it'd be really cool to teach like music theory or just art composition or something like that. I don't know. I think it would be cool to like and if I can't do that, I'd like to maybe just somehow be a support system for the people in there, because I feel like society really forgets about the people that's in there and shit.
Right, 100%. Yeah. That's crazy that you say that, because I did have a podcast a few weeks back with a correctional officer that did work in the psychiatric ward, and we were talking about that a little bit, about how they are kind of the forgotten ones, and kind of like I wouldn't say misused or anything, or abused or anything, but like once you get like somebody that has to have medication or has a mental disorder or some type of flaw like that in the prison system, really tough to like it's really tough to navigate whether that person needs that type of medication, what that person needs on a daily basis. You know, anything could go wrong within that state of mind. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And like another reason why I'm like so interested in it is because I feel like I don't know, like society really looks at someone differently if they, like, depending on what charge they have. Like they don't even have to know what your charges are. You just say that you've been to prison, and then people kind of like want to take a step back from you. Like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that are in prisons today, like a good bit of them are only in prison because they're poor. Like, and that's like the sad truth. Like people
Right.
committing petty crimes just so they have a place to sleep and some food to eat. People committing crimes just to make sure they can provide for their family and shit.
Right.
Like it's a fucked up place, and I feel like if you don't know someone that's went through it, then you don't understand that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They're like the homeless population. I mean, all they have to do is do something like a little bit stupid in there, and they're in jail. They have a few nights where they can have a free meal and they can sleep on a bed and stuff. You know,
Exactly.
and that's it's really messed up, man. Whenever stats and statistics come out about what we could do as a nation, and we just don't do it. We just don't. You know, the government's just too like blind to what's going on. Like, San Francisco. A lot of people don't know, but like San Francisco is like really, really bad right now. The homeless population in San Francisco is horrible. The crime rate in San Francisco is fucking horrible, and they can't do nothing about it. They don't have a lot of people to, once you get a whole fucking city like San Francisco to do this crazy dumb shit. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? As one person,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing though. I feel like as one person, obviously you can't change
Right.
something if you're just one person, but I feel like one person can spark other people to kind of do things as well.
Yeah,
Uh
100%, 100%.
so I don't know, that's what I'm hoping to do. Like that's what I want to advocate and stuff, like as I continue to grow. I've already like made like an internal promise with myself, like if I were to blow up from making music tomorrow, like first thing I'm gonna do is pay off my college, pay off my mom's house, and then I'm honestly probably just gonna set enough aside that way me and my girlfriend can be stable,
Right.
and then I'm gonna just donate it, like, and make like I want to personally change people's lives and
Right.
stuff. I feel like there's a lot of people that like really waste the position that they're in. Very, very selfish.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you look, I'm not going to say everybody, but if you look at a lot of these artists nowadays, it's all about the style. It's all about like what house you live in, what car you drive,
What?
diamonds. You
Yeah.
know.
What fucking like like replaceable stone that you wear on your body?
Right.
That's so
Right.
stupid. Yeah,
It doesn't make sense
I
to me, man.
fucking hate that shit.
It
Yeah,
doesn't make sense
let
to
me
me.
pay like $300,000 on a chain, and then like wear it for a week, and then go buy another $300,000 chain.
Right, right, and it's all
Fucking
it's just so
stupid.
fucking it's so weird that that's what we see as people, as like, oh, that's like you are the a big shot, you are the guy to have like a fucking chain and a car and a fucking house. You know what's crazy? I use my car for work. and everybody uses their car for transportation to get to a place or whatever. I don't understand the concept of having a car for designer or having a car for like just for shits and giggles to like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see a car as like I drive, I go, and that's it. I'm not gonna spend fucking millions of dollars on a fucking car, bro, for it to be fucked up. Like it's like a shoe. It's like a shoe on the road.
Yeah, no, I feel like the way that I see cars is like if you were personally taking a car and you're designing it the way that you want it to look, and you're like going into extreme detail, like, oh, I want this kind of spoiler, I want these kind of bumpers on it, and I want this kind of exhaust, and I want this kind of engine or whatever. Like, I feel like that is excusable because like you are making something that is genuinely yours. Like you're making something like that's like art in a way. Like you know what I mean? Like that's art. You're making something that is yours. You know what I mean? And you're gonna cherish the fuck out of that. But the people that just go and buy a fucking Lamborghini and then like take it out like maybe once or twice every summer.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's kind of
it's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
PA. So there's so in PA like the winters here get like super fucking harsh, and like there's a crazy amount of bumps like all over our roads. Like fucking Fayette County is like the hot spot for potholes. So like all the rich people, they don't dare take out their fucking Camaros and Mustangs and shit unless like it's like super nice outside and the roads are like nice.
Right.
And it's just so weird to me because I'm like, dude, you like probably put down a couple $100,000 for like your Ferrari or whatever.
Oh,
meanwhile, like you could have like given that to our schools and shit that need it.
Oh, 100%, 100%, dude. Yeah, our roads
because like here's the
no, go on.
Thing, like sorry to cut you off. I get really like stressed about the topic. I really hate whenever something like if you're really successful, why don't you change that for the kids that are growing up there now? Like that's the thing. You see rappers be like, oh yeah, I grew up in a really shitty hometown, but a select few actually take the money that they made and put it back into their town. Right. Like, I'm not saying not all of them like do that, but like I feel like the majority nowadays, like the generation of like successful rappers today or musicians in general, just really don't give a fuck about anyone other than themselves.
Oh yeah, no, man, it's becoming so stagnant and so still up there that I don't know, man. I don't know if this is with everybody, but for the past few weeks, I've been feeling really kind of weird about like how the world is, what the world is becoming right now, and that's involving like what's going on with Amazon, what's going on with Elon Musk, what's going on, like even with the Super Bowl, which was kind of weird, but I watched this video recently about like the Super Bowl commercials and how dark they were and how fucked up they were, as in like this might be like this is it, like this is the peak humanity that we've come across, and it's just like I've gotten so dark into like just thinking about like, you know what, like these people don't give a shit and they never will give a shit, and as much as they act like they give a shit, they really in their true hearts do not, and you see it, you definitely see it, and everybody's blind to it. Everybody's blind about the TV just sucks them in, and it just brainwashes the fuck out of them, dude.
Yeah, actually, one of my classes that I had to take last semester, one of my favorite classes I've taken so far, it was a course called Violence in the Media, and that like I always knew that like media is like heavily curated to whoever is viewing it, but like after taking that class, dude, it's so much deeper than you realize, and there's so much proof and evidence of everything. I mean, like there's a whole course dedicated to it, showing like the proof that like everything that you are witnessing, everything that's thrown in your face, everything that you hear on the radio is all curated to you, and literally like media is like the one thing that runs our entire country, and it's just consume. And I feel like there's so many things that dive into that. Like look at look at like poverty is like a big thing with like media and shit. Like people would rather buy a brand new pair of shoes than fucking make sure that they have food for the rest of the month. And that's like real shit. Like people actually, there's people that exist like that because they're so wrapped up in media and shit. Like I know it personally. Like they're get a paycheck and spend money that they don't have just
Right.
so they can look like the status quo of whatever the new fucking fashion trend is.
Right.
Like our media really has a lot of people brainwashed that we have to
Yeah, by the fucking balls,
have
dude. Like,
and like politics, it's the same way. You know what I mean? Like they really get you in politics too.
100%, dude. They try to, like, suck as much money as they can out of you. When, in all
That's
honesty,
the game.
in all honesty, the government sucks so much fucking money from us in the first place anyway. I wouldn't know why the fuck they would need more money from us, which is really, really fucking weird. Whenever you start thinking about it and how all that shit works, it's like we get taxed every fucking day for everything that we fucking buy. We have taxes. We get taxed at the end of the year every year. It goes all our insurances, all of our car, like even car insurances, all of that shit goes all the way down to that. And politicians at the end of the day still need fucking money from us so that they could do what they do, so they can get paid. What the fuck is that? It doesn't make no fucking sense at all.
None of it makes sense, dude. I feel like low key, I feel like I get this like really distorted view of everything, like to where I feel like everything is literally so fucking fake and like
Like we're not real. We're not fucking real at all.
yeah, like only a, I feel like we're like oh dude, I know this makes me sound like I'm fucking crazy, but like I genuinely feel like we're in some kind of like weird simulation or something, and a
Dude.
select few of us are actually real, and like the people that like just fall in line with like whatever thing is like sticking at that moment are
Right.
just the people like, with the program. Like what if this is all just a test to see like if people like just go with the program or they like just go with themselves? You know what I mean? Does that
Right.
make sense?
No, 100%, dude. I have this conversation with a lot of my friends. This being a simulation. What's crazy, dude? You said that you're like you don't want to sound like you're crazy, but dude, like this is the stuff that we talk about on the podcast all the fucking time. So you're not even as crazy as the people that have been on here, bro. So don't even worry about that.
We're only like 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we're not even 20 minutes, and we're like 15 minutes. And I was looking at it. Yeah, we're 15:06. So like, no, like this, like whenever you look into like simulations and stuff, the more you get into it, the more you kind of like believe that it actually exists. All the way down to like 2020. I mean not 2020, 2012. You know when 2012 was the world was supposed to end?
Dude, I have this whole fucking theory beyond that shit. So like my theory is okay, so like there's this thing, right, where like I think it's called the God particle.
Yeah,
Like
the God particle.
yeah, Stephen Hawking was like, yo, don't fuck with that God particle. It was like some science guy, whatever, some nerd was like, yeah, don't fuck with that God particle. Don't be doing that shit. And it was around like 2012 whenever like the world was supposedly like gonna end or whatever.
Right.
And like this theory behind the God particle, if I can remember it correctly, forgive me if I can't. It's like basically it could create like a fucking like a separate dimension, or like to take something to a separate dimension. And like this theory that I like saw about, and I genuinely like have a little bit of faith in, is like that like the God particle was fucked with so much that it like saved all of us from our doom, from our dimension, and then spewed us into whatever dimension we're in now. And that's why things have been going so fucking haywire ever since then, and why we have so many Mandela effects going on. Like
Right.
Mandela effects like weren't as prominent as they are today. Like there's so many, bro.
Yeah, there's so
And
many
like,
that happens now. It's like what the fuck.
and like like even like people have personal Mandela effects. Like the most famous Mandela effects I could think of are like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy with his collar. Like, oh, does he have a blue collar or a fucking white collar? Everyone knows that he had a blue collar, but for some reason he just has a white one.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Right.
But like personal ones go like even more deep. Like people from my generation and shit. Like there's an episode of SpongeBob that I remember watching when I was little, where like he went on SpongeBob went on a fucking date with Pearl for her prom, and like at the very end of the episode, she gave him a kiss on the cheek. That never happened. But I physically remember seeing it, and all of my friends remember seeing it. My girlfriend remembers seeing it, and it didn't happen.
The episode itself didn't happen?
No, like at the end, whenever she gives him a kiss on the cheek, it never happened.
Oh, no shit.
It never happened, and like all my friends remember it happening, and it never happened.
What the fuck, dude? That's crazy because I even remember I'm reminiscing and remembering that SpongeBob episode, and I do remember Pearl giving him a kiss on the cheek and shit. Yeah,
it's like, and it's just like little shit like that, and I really feel like I really do feel like we're transported somewhere different because like I don't know. I feel like it's like
you want to know a weird Mandela effect that I know that a lot of people don't know about.
What's up?
Way back when, you know Reba McEntire?
Yeah.
So, her name, well, whenever I grew up, I know who Reba McEntire was, but her name wasn't Reba McEntire. Her name was actually Reba McLintire. And when I was growing up, like I would know that, like, cause my parents were they loved country music and stuff. So I would know, I had a vinyl and everything. Well, I didn't have a vinyl. My grandma had a vinyl of her. And whenever, like, I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 years ago, for some reason I was looking her up, and I typed in Reba McLintire, and it came up Reba McEntire, which I knew, I knew that people called her Reba McEntire, but I was like, that's not how you spell it. There's some L's in her name, and sure enough, there's a Mandela effect about where people thought, or people said that her name was Reba McLintire instead of Reba McEntire, and it never fucking existed. Like, her name was just Reba McEntire the whole time, but everybody that grew up in that era was like, no, her name was Reba McLintire. But guess what, dude? In 1999, her plane with all of her band went down and they all died. And they believe that Reba McLintire was actually in that plane and a whole bunch of other shit. But there's a Mandela effect about Reba McEntire's name and how it changed, like, within from 1999 all the way up till now.
It's just so weird, man.
It's like, fucking crazy, bro.
Like, and like that's the thing. Like it's fucking funny because like dead ass. I feel like that everything that we just said is entirely true, but like the government's doing some like Men in Black shit. Like, oh come on, you're crazy. Like that didn't happen.
Right.
No, like that didn't happen at all.
I believe in the very back of my head that they know how to time travel, and they are changing little small things to affect our future. You know how have you read up on like don't change the past because the past will fuck up the future and stuff. And the guy goes way back in time and like sees the dinosaurs and everything, and he accidentally kills a butterfly. And then he goes back into the future, and like him killing that butterfly actually changed everything that happened in the future. Have you ever read about that?
Yeah, I have.
Like it's just like that, bro. Like they're doing small changes in our past to make our future different.
No, I forgot what I forgot where I heard this from. I know I was young, but like I heard it from like some I don't know. I just remember hearing, and I don't know if this is entirely true or not, but I remember hearing that like whatever technology that we have now is the technology that our government had like decades ago.
Right.
Like it's just like, and like, of course you could look at that and be like, that's probably not true. But at the same time, look at your cell phone. Your cell phone has the same amount of computing power that the computers had that sent the first rocket to space. So just knowing that, how
Right.
much power your phone holds, like compared to back then, whenever like no one really had the computers and shit, and they had it, like that could be like entirely possible.
Right.
That like they have that technology, we just don't know about it yet. And like obviously, if time is, if I mean like there is proof that well, I'm not proof, but like scientifically speaking, time travel is possible with like the certain things that you would need. But like even if it has happened, or there is a device for it, it's never going to be made accessible to us because that's such a big fucking thing. Like people would be going and changing random shit about their life like every day. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. 100%. I know it's like I know it's like small, but there was a there's an astronaut that's living on this Earth right now that went to space, and he stayed up there for a while. I think it was like 3 years or something like that or something. And he actually, whenever he came back to Earth, like the way that time is irrelevant, in space and time and all that good shit. He went back to Earth, and he's about a second ahead of all of us. Like he's a second ahead of the future, into the future than us, because how fast he was spinning around the Earth and all that, all that fucking science shit. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't fucking know. I just know that he's a second ahead of all of us on Earth, which is really weird to think about. I mean, it doesn't really affect nothing, and he can't see the future, but definitely kind of weird that he knows that he's a second ahead of us.
I think that's like I don't know. That is fucking crazy to think about. Just because like even light years fuck with me. Like if you would like look out in the distance. Oh yeah, this is a perfect example. So like there was like these like carvings in like cavemen walls, Egyptian walls. It's
Yeah.
like basically everywhere in the world where these people were just drawing like this one big gigantic star that just appeared in the sky. They were
Right.
making new constellations with this star, and they were like, "This is a new star, just came out of nowhere," and then it disappeared. And they were like, "Where'd the star go?" They weren't seeing a new star. What they were seeing was actually a star exploding, a supernova, but it just took like 300 million years for us to be able to see it, and then it just
Oh,
like died
right.
off after like a year. Like no, it took like 3 years, I think, for it to finally fade away. The article that I read. So like just like it's so crazy to think about because if you go out, that like studies say right now because like how light works, um, like light has to travel. So that being said, like if you go out like a ginormous distance in space and then you look back at Earth, you'd be seeing dinosaurs right now.
Right. Right.
And that's so fucking crazy to think about.
It trips you the fuck out, dude. The more, you know what? And anybody watching this fucking podcast, the more you fucking read and the more you start thinking for yourself, the more you understand. Like, there's some really crazy shit that you can know and you can learn and stuff. And I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff is like it just baffles me to the point where it's like I got taught like what a fucking frog was in science, in school. I learned like what 2 plus 2 was in fucking school. But like I didn't get taught diddly shit that actually fucking helped me in the long run.
And honestly, that's another fucking theory that I read. So like, and like a little bit of stuff that I devised on my own, but like, if you think about it, right?
Right.
Like, okay, if you have a whole bunch of kids in a school, right? And you teach them like some information that's going to help them and then a shit ton of information that's not going to help them. It is that child's decision to pick through the valuable information. But the thing is, the school doesn't teach you that there are multiple solutions to one problem. Schools teach you that there's only one answer to one problem. So whenever kids get out on their own and they're faced with a real world problem and they don't know how to get around it,
Yeah.
they're stuck. They're stuck in their life. They're probably going to be staying at the same pace for the rest of their life. But for the people that can see around it, like the most successful people in the world, like they know that there's other options and shit. Like it can even be the stupidest shit, like fucking like Bitcoin. People weren't thinking about Bitcoin like 25 years ago, and then
Right.
like
Right.
one kid like invested a crap ton of money that his grandma gave him into Bitcoin, and now he's like one of the biggest Bitcoin shareholders in the world or whatever. And it's just like that thing. Like it takes you being able to see around the useless information
Yeah.
and because like they can't teach everyone to be successful. If everyone was successful, we would have not a good society at all. Imagine if everyone was rich in our society. Everything would be so expensive to the point where everyone would be poor again, and that's because of inflation and everything like that. So
Right. Right.
the plan for the government is to make sure people stay poor while also pumping out some elites.
Which is so fucking dark. I love talking about politics, but I also have a really bad taste in my mouth for people that have that much fucking money. And we were just talking about that at the beginning, where they just use it for mundane, stupid, useless shit. And
Yeah,
I'm not saying that like whatever Elon Musk is doing isn't like important or whatever. And I understand, like, I'm a man of science or whatever, but let's put it like Jeff Bezos and stuff. Like, who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck are you to have more money than our fucking government right now? Who the fuck are you, bro?
I just
And that's crazy shit to even think about. Is that there's one guy in the United States of America that has more money to help the homeless, more money to help the economy, to help the fucking people that are struggling in their households, to fucking stop world hunger and blah 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 or whatever the fuck. And he just has it. He just has it in his fucking bank account, being like, yeah, I could do that. I could.
like I said at the same time, like I feel like if you're gonna help out, especially at that level, you have to be smart about it. Because if you're just going around handing people a bunch of money, that's just gonna make other people hurt. Because like I said, like it's all about like inflation and shit.
That's
Like
true.
if
Yeah.
you end up giving a bunch of people like $100,000, and then now they're way more rich than what middle class people are or like fucking low class people are. Uh, then all those low class people are then going to be poor and shit now, like
Right.
more poor than what like they ever could been without that, just because of inflation. You know what
Right.
I mean? And so I think at that point, if I was in his situation, I would start putting money towards things in communities that could start helping, maybe there's a lot of homeless here because there's not a lot of job opportunities. Let me make an amusement park somewhere that, you know, if there's not going to be a shit ton of drug tests and shit, because there are a lot of people that are hung up on drugs and they just can't shake that. Maybe we need to throw more money into rehabilitation centers for people. Maybe we need to throw more money into shelters so they can have a nice place to get up on their feet and actually get clean and stuff to go to job interviews. It sucks to say it, but there's a lot of places out there that are hiring, but they won't look at you unless you look clean.
Right.
And a lot of shelters won't even like some shelters won't even let you be clean. Like they like it's just like you sleep and stuff. So like
Yeah.
at the same time, yes, I really feel like you need to be out there to help people, but you have to watch because like you can really inflate the fuck out of the system, and then everyone will kind of be hurt from it. Like it's really tricky. Like I said, I think you should put I honestly, if I was him, I think I would put a lot of that money into like I said, rehabilitation stuff and like creating new jobs. Like, let's make an amusement park over here. Let's make a fucking arcade over here. Something that would be really simple, but give people a guaranteed job that would be
Right.
easy for them to get back up on their feet.
Right. Right. Or we can just burn this fucking place to the ground. 100%. We can just burn it all down. We can just get some gasoline, light and a lighter, and just fucking watch the world burn, like Hollywood Undead said.
Well, what the cost of gas right now is going to be a lot of money.
It's
How
gonna
much is gas for you right now?
gas right now. It went at the beginning of this week. It was at 309, and then it went down to 301. What about you?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't look to see how much gas is. I just put money in it and then I'm done.
You know what's
Let me
crazy?
check
You're
real
not the only person that I had on podcast say, I really don't look at the price. I just pump my gas, bro. Like I use my car for my job. Like I have to know how much gas I put in my car every day. I see what the difference is between tomorrow and yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So like tonight,
current.
what's up? The current
Sorry,
what?
the current average in Pennsylvania right now at this moment is $3.07.
Okay, so we're not too far from each other. Yeah, $3.07. I mean, like I said, this week it was at 309, and now it went down to 301. So you're probably coming down. You're probably going to come down the same amount as we are. Do y'all have any do y'all have oil rigs over there in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got a lot of that shit.
Because
Like,
that's what Texas runs on, is the oil rigs over here. You know, so
yo,
like,
PA is heavy in the coal belt and shit. So there's all that like coal and oil and shit. You know what I mean?
oh,
Over
that's
here.
right. That's where all of our scary movies come from. Whenever they talk about like coal mines and shit from Pennsylvania, huh?
Yeah, dude. I said there's actually a coal mine right near my house, like right near my house, like I live in the woods. I live in a log
Oh
cabin.
damn, dude! Literally, you're setting yourself up for a horror film right now. Literally,
I am the horror film.
you're fucking antlers, aren't you, bro? You're fucking antlers, dog.
Fun fact, I fucking love the aesthetic of like horror movies. Like I got like horror movie shirts, I got like horror movie posters, but I can't watch any of them because I get too scared.
Oh, dude, you're like, it's my thing is like anxiety. I can only watch certain horror flicks and be okay. Like Midsummer and Hereditary gave me super mad anxiety, super mad fucking just panic mode shit. But like I can watch like I watched Antlers the other night, and that was a new movie about the Wendigos and shit, and I didn't flinch at all, you know.
You know what? Actually, I take back what I said. I feel like because a lot of scary movies today aren't fucking scary. Like I go into a movie, but okay, so I took a girl out once to the movies, and she's like, "Oh, I want to watch Ouija," and I was like, telling my mom, I was like, "Mom, like I really want to go, you know, with this girl, but like I'm like pissing my pants here. Like I'm kind of scared to go to the movies because I'm probably gonna be fucking shrieking in horror."
Right,
And she's like, "Nah, you're fine, just go." And I went, and like I was laughing the whole time. The shit was funny to me. It's
right.
funny to me how stupid scary movies are today. But the scary movies that I can't watch are like ones that deal with gore. Ones where I can see someone
Oh,
get
dude.
hurt and I
Okay.
go, oh, like
Yeah,
Saw,
oh,
like Saw,
dude,
like
bro.
you have to dig out your fucking eye to get a key, and then you have to like pull out your urinary tract to get another key. No, fuck that, dude. I'm not. That's fucking.
You know what's fucking crazy?
That's like a new level of crazy.
Yeah, dude. You know what's fucking wild? So I have I have a list of movies that I can't watch because of trauma when I was a kid. So the early 2000s Texas Chainsaw Massacre I can't watch. The one where
can't watch that.
Dude, it's like the fucking camera sound. Oh fuck! If I hear that shit, I go into a panic. The first Grudge. I can't watch the first Grudge.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Grudge is?
No.
Oh, bro, look up, watch. If you have the fucking heart and time to do so, watch the first Grudge, the first ever movie of this show called Grudge. It's an Asian film. Well, it's an Asian film built into America, and it's like an Asian folklore. It's about two kids. Fucking watch that shit, bro. It'll have you fucking shaking your boots. And then the last movie is I cannot for the life of me fucking watch Saw 2 ever. I cannot watch Saw 2. Fuck that movie. Fuck how they fucking screened it. I fucking hate that fucking film, bro. It scares the absolute shit out of me.
Real quick, my Wi-Fi is lagging. I'm gonna switch over to my second network. So if I lag out, I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good. Dang, Lurk's got fucking 2 networks.
Hello.
I was just saying that Lurk's got 2 fucking networks. I only have 1.
Well, I have a Wi-Fi extender, but like it labels itself as like a different network for some reason. So yeah.
Is it are you doing a small plug for NordVPN? Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't even know what it is. I just bought it. I don't look at shit. I really don't look at shit. I get like crapped on by my family all the time. They're like, dude, you don't know how much gas is. I'm like, dude, if I sit here and I worry about how much gas is, I'm never going to stop talking about it like you people. I just put my fucking thing in the car and I go.
Yeah, you fucking old fucks. Come on, get woke. Nah. But dude, we jumped right into this fucking podcast with no fucking breaks, bro. We're just like, the fucking system's corrupt. Aliens exist. Ooh, you know, which is kind of cool because like you said you were a little nervous, and I was like, this won't be nervous. I'm gonna try to make him not nervous, and so I just started talking.
I wasn't really all that nervous. I wasn't really all that nervous. I was just like, I don't know. I'm a fucking stupid kid that hibernates in my room all day with a microphone. I don't really have that much to talk about.
Which is crazy because, dude, I have a lot of questions to ask you about your music and stuff, but I definitely want to start from the very beginning, you know, because you look. I never met you in person, but I've seen pictures of you, and you look like a very interesting human being.
Thank you.
So I just want to start.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by I look like? You call me cute, bro? You coming on to me?
Yeah, I'm coming on to you, homo. All homo, dude. Like 100%. I'm gay as fuck for you. Nah. But I fucking, you know, like I've seen pictures of you and stuff, and you just look like an interesting human being. Like, just you have a lot of shit. I mean, you do have a lot of shit going on, you know, obviously. But like, you just look like that person that is worth the time. That is like you have a presence on what you do. Like, whenever you are getting famous, when you blow the fuck up and you're on fucking TV, you were meant for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. I try to spend a lot of time. I actually get down a lot trying to like figure out how I'm supposed to look and stuff. Because like I said, it's like with the media and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like they tell you like if you make rap music or if you scream, you're supposed to look like this or just like that and shit. So like, I think I'm finally starting to become comfortable with how I look.
Right.
But like I said, like I didn't know how to like look. It makes me uncomfortable whenever I get pictures taken. My friend, he goes by Bliss Bane. He takes the photos for me and shit. We always laugh because like I don't know how to pose at all. And, yeah, it's like really awkward and shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm starting to really grow into it, and the way that I try to imagine it whenever I'm getting photos taken of me is like, I want someone to not know who I am, but hear my song and know that it's me. Right. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You have a character. that you play. You know, you have a character that you
Yeah.
play in your photos and stuff. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I just wanted to be like, you know, I just wanted to start from the very beginning, you know, as like childlike as whenever Lurk was a kid. You know, how was life like that whenever you were growing up? How was your upbringing and shit?
There's dog shit. um. So yeah. My Me and my mom are extremely close.
Right,
Like we have a really tight bond. I'm a mama's boy for sure. Like we fucking play fight all the time. Like
right.
whenever I bring new friends over and shit, like they get like they like put weird faces on because like me and my mom are in a screaming match, and then we just start laughing afterwards because we're just playing around. Um, so yeah, like life for me as a kid was like really fucking weird, man. So my dad was extremely abusive. Like it was bad. Like
Oh
he
no
would
shit.
like yeah, like I remember seeing my mom get beat. I remember me getting beat. Um like I just remember like random blips of like shit. Like okay, anyone that's like went through any kind of trauma as a kid, it's really fucking weird because like you think normal, and then you like grow up and you think about it and you're like, damn, that's fucking sad. I
Right,
just started realizing this shit because I was actually with my girlfriend, and like we were looking through like videos or something on TikTok, and there was this video of this little boy like getting inside of the dryer and like spinning around inside the dryer just playing around. And she said, that's funny. And I was like, yeah, I used to do that when I was a kid. And she said, yeah, really? And I was like, yeah, whenever my dad would come home, my mom would tell me to hide. And that's where I hid. And I was like, damn, that's fucking sad.
yeah. And then
like, like you
you're
don't think about it.
yeah.
You don't think about
as
it.
a kid that has that going on. Yeah, you really don't think about that stuff. You're right.
And like, I don't know, like, I think but I'm glad that like I started to notice all of that shit because like, I feel like that's made me such a strong person today. But yeah,
Right,
like I'm really happy I went through everything I went through. I think that it like I don't know. I feel like people go through shit for a reason, and it's your job to become of what you're gonna become of it. You know.
right.
Um.
100%.
So like you can make any negative a positive if you just look at it in a certain perspective. But yeah, so like childhood was like really rough. But like ever since I can remember, I was always like fucking like really in the music. Like whenever I was stressed out and stuff, or whenever whenever me and my mom were going through a tough time after my dad would leave and shit, like she'd put on Eminem and then I'd rap the lyrics with her and shit. And like it was
Fucking
just like
Eminem, bro. All that shit happened to
yeah.
you, and then she puts on fucking "Hush, little baby, don't you cry, 'cause everything be
No, it was
alright."
like it was what was that one song? Is that uh three three trailer park girls go around the
Oh
outside,
yeah,
around the
yeah,
outside, around the
yeah.
outside. That
Fucking
was my shit. But no, like I was heavily infatuated with music, and like that was like the one way that my mom like and me connected. I think like just from me rapping and stuff, it always made me happy whenever I would rap along with the
right,
lyrics and shit, and see her face whenever she saw that I knew the words and stuff. It always gave me a really good feeling. So like that's how we bonded a lot through music. And then as I got older, I started to like like just beat on random shit on the house. I had fucking drums at every corner.
oh
Every
no
corner of the
shit.
wall was knocking on shit. Like it was weird. And then I finally got a piano whenever I was in elementary school, and I would learn songs and shit. And then I eventually started making my own on the piano. And yeah, like I had just been making music like ever since I could remember. I mean, obviously I didn't take it seriously at all.
Right,
But, like music's always been the thing for me.
right. Because that's what I meant. That like whenever I saw pictres of you, we started talking and stuff, I said this guy has literally a story of ages, bro. Where it's like, you've been doing. I can tell, man. I can tell in your music, man, that you've been doing this for a very long time. Now your music, on the other hand, is something different than your backstory. But like when you say you started doing music, it could have been literally anything. You know what I'm saying? You probably have fucking books and fucking pages of fucking lyrics that you just haven't used, and you know what I'm saying? Like I could tell that it's very deep. It goes very, very deep.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yeah, actually, like the music that I make now is like completely different from whenever I first started. Like
right.
whenever I first started, I was trying so hard to be Eminem or Logic and shit. It was like so cringy.
So like you were heavily. I mean, obviously you were heavily influenced by Eminem and shit like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like I remember, actually the one reason I think I like was so infatuated with Eminem whenever I was little was because my mom always told me, like after I'd get done rapping the song or whatever, she'd say, he had a similar life to you and he's doing great things, so can you. And that always like made me think like, damn, like there's someone out there that like has faced similar situations to me, because at that time I never knew anyone that went through anything. All my cousins had perfect lives. All my friends at school had perfect lives. My mom had not a perfect life, but my mom didn't go through the shit that I went through. So I didn't know anyone that like had issues with their dad at all. You know what I mean?
Right,
so,
right.
but like just hearing that like someone that I was like infatuated with music and shit, like had the same upbringing, like made me feel like I could become anything I wanted to.
Right, right. Damn, that's fucking deep, bro. That's some deep shit, man. Especially whenever it comes to like music and stuff. Like, I have these dudes that are like, I just started doing music whenever I just started doing music because I wanted to and shit. But whenever you start hearing stories like this, bro, it brings you back to like reality, where it's like, oh shit, people actually do this for therapy. People do this because this is all they got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's actually like a insane fucking story of how I actually started making music.
Well, then there you go. Let's bring it up. But what's the craziest? What's the story? I need to hear it, bro.
Well,
you want to talk about it, or do you want to leave it in the books? You want to keep quiet with it, or you want to say it?
nah, bro. I've told people about it. I just never like publicly talked about it. I mean, I can. So like all throughout like fucking junior high and high school and shit, like I was all like in elementary school, I was trying to make people like me and shit, like being a class clown and stuff. And then eventually, like I learned that that's not how you make friends. So I just began to like shut up and not talk.
Yeah, every fucking cartoon sitcom or fucking Nickelodeon, every fucking show tells you, hey, it's cool to be the class clown, and then at the very end of it, you're like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, so that was me. So like no one really liked me at all. So I just accepted that, and I was like, okay, I'll shut up, I'll be quiet. I was like super shy, didn't talk to anyone, like didn't really have friends, like sitting alone and shit at lunch, like the fucking cliche like loner boy. Yeah, it was like weird. And then I met my one friend, my closest friend today, Devin. He we would just hang out every day, bro. It was like we lived at each other's houses and shit. And I remember I told him, I was like, dude, I want to start making music. And he's like, start making music and let me hear it. And like he encouraged the fuck out of me. He's like, dude, I want to hear what you have.
Right.
And like I would look up like shitty type beats, like fucking G-Eazy type beat or Eminem type beat, and I would like rap, like have these like shitty raps about how no one wants to be my friend. Over these type beats. It's like,
and your best friend's like, oh, dude, that's fucking sick, bro. You're one friend.
Yes. He's like, dude, like this is incredible, bro. You need to keep going. This is awesome. I was like, okay, man, I'll keep going. But I never recorded any of it. Like it was always just like me rapping over like playing YouTube on my fucking Xbox or on my phone or anything like that.
Right.
And then eventually we all got like this big group of people to play Xbox with. And this one kid in particular. His name was Max. He was from Florida. We played with him every single day. Like we messaged him on Snapchat, and he was like me and my friend. Like we didn't really have all that many people. Like we just had each other, and it was really cool because it felt like he was with us every day. You know, because we were talking to him constantly, and then as soon as we get home, we would play Xbox with him until it was like time to get on the bus to go to school again, and then repeat it over and over and over again. Well, I remember I told Max that I really wanted to start making music and shit, and he's like, "Dude, you better like record something so I can hear it before I die."
Oh, what?
And I was like, "Haha, yeah, okay." And then the fucking kid died.
Oh, what the
So,
fuck?
yeah. So
What happened to
yeah,
him?
so I
Like,
was like,
did he have like a terminal illness or something?
no, he had strep throat, and the doctors prescribed him an antibiotic, and he had an allergic reaction to it, and like his throat closed up while he was asleep.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, he was,
Fuck.
I think he was 15, 14, somewhere around there.
God damn, R.I.P., bro. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, Max was a fucking amazing guy. He just had like one of those infectious laughs. Like, I don't know, dude. It was like a weird belly laugh, but it just like it wouldn't have been funny at all what he was laughing at, but you just had to hysterically laugh because he was laughing. But yeah,
Damn.
he was an awesome guy.
How'd you find out?
So,
How'd you find out how he died? What, did you call his
oh,
mom?
dude, that was something, dude. So like we would be messaging him and shit, and like he would never answer anymore. And we're like, dude, maybe he's just like really hunkering down with school or whatever, because like we all know he's not fucking paying attention in class
Right,
because he's too
right.
busy texting us all day. So maybe he's like getting in trouble with his parents or some shit, and he has to start uh like focusing up or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so we kept inviting him, kept trying to message him and shit, and like nothing was working. And then finally, and then he wasn't getting on Xbox at all anymore.
Yeah.
So like we were just like really dumbfounded. But we were like, okay, whatever. And then months down the road, we see that his account goes online. And we're like, yo, Max is online. So we just started spam inviting him. Like we probably sent out like 100 messages to him, and then he joins, but it's a different voice. And it's like a grown man's voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're like, who are you? And he's like, this is like, and he said his name. We're like, oh, are you his brother? And he's like, yeah. Did you guys not hear? And we were like, what's wrong? And like, then he told us, and like, dude, it's just really weird. And I felt really guilty because like, I don't know. I feel like we take for granted the friends that we have and shit.
Right.
I felt guilty. Yeah. Like even though he might not have meant like, yeah, dude, I need to hear this. Even though if he was just saying that just to make me feel happy, I still felt guilty for such a long time that I was just too scared to get out of my shell and make a song. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it. I made a song, and then the song like hit the algorithm on on SoundCloud, and it got like a shit ton of views. I think it has like 50,000 views right now. It's a dog shit song. But like it hit the algorithm, I guess, like when it was my first song.
Yeah.
Cause like, and then I was like, damn, maybe I should like start doing this. So like every so often I was making more songs and shit. And then quarantine happened, and I went through like a crazy breakup and shit. So I was like super alone. And then quarantine happened, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna like actually take shit seriously, since like I can't work right now. I can't go to school right now. Like all I'm doing is sitting in my room and eating Cool Ranch Doritos every day. Like I'm gonna try to do
that
something.
specifically is Cool Ranch Doritos specifically.
Yeah, bro. Like it was bad. I was eating like a family-sized bag of Cool Ranch Doritos like in a day.
Fuck,
like I
dude.
wouldn't. Like it was bad because I was like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna be like home for like a week or two. It's not gonna be bad if I just eat this. And then like I was like,
then like 3 weeks and then 2 months,
a year and a half later.
You're like, I'm tired of these Cool Ranch Doritos. Why did I buy a lifetime supply of Cool Ranch Doritos?
But yeah, dude, I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna like actually try to hunker down and like do something since I'm bored as fuck. Because video games were getting boring too, so I was like, fuck it. And
Right.
then I made the song "Tendencies" with my friend Bliss Bane. He went by Dead Connor at that time. But then I was like, dude, I think I could actually do this.
Right.
Like, that was the song that made me think, like, dude, I actually got something going here. And then, yeah, dude, I just been like kind of like on the grind ever since then.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, that is a crazy, crazy background story to like how you became LURK. How'd you get your name? Actually, you know what? Let me pause right here real quick. We'll get into all of that here in a second. I'm gonna change out my battery and stuff. That way, we can shout out an artist and everything. It's a whole thing that MOSHCAST does. But give me a second. I'm gonna switch out my battery and stuff, and we'll be good to go to ask some more questions real quick. All right.
Oh.
All right. Stay on the phone, and I'll be right back.
Show me fucking fire! 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 Show me fucking fire, go! I can't be set ablaze. Our heads so gray and pulsating from the ring to our own insecurity. We find ourselves losing all sense of responsibility. There's no rival, there's no ring to back me for me. There's no rival, everything runs in one's minute. Show me fire, show me fire, show me fire, show me fire. Go out and die for peace, plantation for your safety. Now it's too late to kill me. No concept to replace me. The roots in every way, carving targets for the elite. Ultra-blessed players, the god of fear, of fire. Sell my face for pennies. No one lives fantasies. Sell my face for pennies. No worthless fantasies. Let's see how big you talk will be. So your mouth shut, you motherfucker. I say fire. I say fire. I say fire. I say fire.
All right, LURK, you still there, bud?
Yeah.
All right, and we're back on the MOSHCAST. Yeah. So, dude, how'd you get your name? What made you want to be called the LURK?
So, my favorite video game of all time is Dishonored, and there is a character in Dishonored. She's an assassin. She goes by Billy Lurk.
Okay.
It's basically like she works for this guy Dowd or whatever, and Dowd like fucking helped her out once, and now she feels like she has to dedicate everything to him, like serving him and shit.
Right.
And then one day she's just like, dude, I'm my own person. Fuck you, Dowd. I'm gonna go off on my own. And she like leaves the guy and like is like just like super powerful on her own. And I just thought that was really cool. One, because it's my favorite video game of all time, but two, like the fact that like, you know, society, you know, has people in a hold like, oh, you have to act like this, oh, you have to do this. But really, if you just went off on your own, you're more powerful than society.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know how easy it would be if we just like tore down the government. but society's just too scared to fucking do it. We literally can have like 50 people of the American citizens do. We almost did. Not us, but they almost did. On January 6th, they almost did. And it was that easy.
Fucked up.
It was fucked up. It was fucked up. But the thing is, in my opinion, it doesn't matter who it was. It could have been left, right, blue, red, upside down, backwards, red, black, and white. They're all precious in His sight. I don't give a fuck who it was. But how they almost did it. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept of that thought. People think, oh, it was fucked up that what reason or whatever was involved. Honestly, doesn't matter. The government almost went down because the society said, fuck you, dude. And I don't know. I love seeing chaos. That's one of my things. That's one of my personality traits is like chaos is like very intriguing to me. We've thrived on chaos. We've thrived on war and, blowing shit up. Even if, and I'm sorry, religious people, if this really triggers you, but God himself was a chaotic person. He literally flooded the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and everybody except for Noah and his fucking family and 2 of the animals that he brought on that boat died. So you can't tell me that God or the world or anybody isn't involved in chaos, because they are. It is. It's all chaos. This whole fucking world was built on chaos. The Big Bang Theory, monkeys being into humans, whatever the fuck you believe in, it's all chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. I actually, I believe in God and shit, and like I can even say that like that shit's like nutty.
Yeah, literally, Jesus was like, "Hey Sarah, don't look back, bro." And she fucking looked back, and guess what she did? She got turned into a pillar of salt. The fuck, dude? Fuck out of here, bro. That's some crazy chaotic shit. He's like, "I told you, bitch." Boom. And then fucking these fucking horses and shit were looking on her because she was a pillar of salt. You know what I'm saying? Bars. Anyway, what the fuck? Oh yeah, we're talking about society and all that stuff. And she's like, "Nah, I could." Billy LURK was like, "Nah, I could do this shit on my own."
Yeah.
So that's where you got your name, LURK.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig it. I mean, LURK is a really good name. LURK is one of those where it fits on your tongue very nice. You're like, LURK. Hell yeah. You listen to that guy, LURK. Listen to that dude, LURK. You listen to LURK's song?
It sucks though, because there's so many fucking LURKs right now. I'm just happy that like I'm the biggest at the moment.
Hey man, you know there's like 2 other MOSHCASTs under me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Actually, there's 2 MOSHCASTs. They're like MOSHCAST. I'm the only one that said MOSHCAST with Almighty Psy because they are 2 different things. But, either way, if you go on YouTube and look up MOSHCAST, like the only reason you would know who it was is because of my logo. But there are 2 other MOSHCASTs down there. And I'm like, really? Come on. And it's like you. I am I am the biggest of the group, so fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, actually, there's a band named LURK, and our shit gets confused all the time. Like their tour dates are on my Spotify page right now, and I messaged them like, "Yo, here's how you can fix it," and I went into like great detail on like how they can get their shit adjusted, and like our YouTube channel gets confused. Like, there's fucking LURK's YouTube videos on my YouTube channel that's not even mine.
Right.
Like, and I messaged the people, and I'm like, "Yo, can you fix it?" And they're like, "Nah." No.
It's because, dude, it's because you're big, bro. It's because you're big. LURK, the fucking band, if you're watching this podcast right now, leave LURK, the rapper, alone. All right? You're hearing it here first, you motherfuckers. You're a leech, bro. You're leeching it up. You're sucking all of the fucking fans away from LURK the rapper. So LURK the band, get the fuck off this guy's dick. That's all I gotta say about it. You eat dog shit, LURK the band. Okay, I'm done talking shit about them. I'm done talking shit. All right.
Yeah, I'm not getting in there because they have a good song. One of their songs I actually like.
You know what? And to think I was gonna listen to your music and stuff. To think that I was gonna shout you out on my pod. You know what? I don't even know what music that is. I don't even know what music you fucking run, dude. LURK the band.
It's like weird, like fucking commercial rock music, like a song that you'd hear in a fucking background of a Geico ad.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're not gonna
But
talk
those-
about that shit. We're not gonna talk about them. They're fucking. We're running ads on them. We're running ads. That's basically what we're doing. People are gonna look them up and shit. We don't need to do that. Dude. Speaking of fucking music and stuff, so I wanted to stay firsthand. How does it feel to be a part of a genre that has not been created yet? How does that feel? Do you even know?
mean?
Do you even know what you
What do you-
stepped into, Lurk?
No.
Dude, Lurk, there's a few people, there's a few handful of artists that I know that can pull off the sound, the style, the genre that you could say, this new age genre, the new era of this rap music. They can pull this off. And you're in that
No
you're in
one.
that handful. You're in that fucking handful, bro. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel?
Feels good because whenever I came to Sadzilla, like whenever we first became friends, I was like, dude, I kind of learned how to do hyperpop stuff and I learned how to do trap metal stuff. I'm thinking of merging the two.
Right.
Like, I think it would be cool to like have hyper trap metal and shit like that. And he was like, yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, right? Like, Sadzilla
Yeah,
is like,
fucking
Sadzilla is
Sadzilla.
like the, no, Sadzilla is like that fucking, I wish I had a fucking meme for it where like a father that like, you know, like the kid goes to the dad's like, Dad, look what I made. And dad's like, wow, that's cool. That's great.
Have you
That's
seen
what's-
have you seen Smiling Friends? That show off.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the fucking yellow character. He's that yellow guy. Yeah, dude, for sure. If you want to do that, whatever, go for it. Whatever. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Go for it. If you want to do that, fine. That's for sure.
Nah, I love Zilla though. He was like, yeah, man, go for it. I mean, like, if you have the knowledge for it, like, go ahead. So like, yeah, man, I've just been working really hard, and I'm glad that people see that or think that because like I'm actually like super confident in myself right now. Like and it's very liberating because I've been very shy and like backwards for so long.
Right.
And this is like one thing I could say for certain. I honestly think that no one can replicate what I do.
Right. 100%, dude. I've been listening to your stuff nonstop. You know, since you said, honestly, since the first time you said you wanted to do a podcast and it took this long to fucking do it, I've been listening to your stuff. And, you know, coming across certain songs, you can hear the hyperpunkness, and then you switch to another song and you hear the metal. You hear the punk rap, the metal rap, or what was it called? What did you call it?
Hyperpop?
Hyperpunk, but the other one, metal.
Oh, like the trap metal.
Yeah, trap metal. You hear the trap metal-esque vibe to it and stuff, and that's the thing is like a lot of people don't understand. It's like there is only a certain few of people that are doing trap metal. Trap metal was not invented that long ago. You know, it's
I
a
actually
new.
think that trap metal is like a very common thing nowadays. I feel like
Right.
well, from what I've seen in the scene, like I feel like everyone's like, oh yeah, Scarlord and Ghostbane, I can do that.
Scarlord, oh Ghostman, oh Bad Lad, you know. But the thing is like the trap metal and stuff. It's a new genre that everybody's getting on. Not everybody. I'm looking at the camera right now. Not everybody can do trap metal, and some people that do trap metal suck ass. Okay, that also includes hyperpunk and shit like that. There are just some people that can't. You know, you do you. If you want that music, fine, cool. You're gonna have a fucking audience and stuff. Don't take my word for it. Whatever the fuck. I'm just a guy on a podcast. No one gives a fuck what I say. But all I'm saying is, in my opinion, there's a handful of people that can do this right, and you, Lurk, are involved. You know, and I feel like you have a footprint in this movement that people are doing. You know, it was here for a few years for sure. It's been here for a few years, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, there's still rock music out there. There's still new rock bands coming out every fucking year. There's still, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that rock is done because fucking Def Leppard and Kiss and shit and Metallica and fucking Avenged Sevenfold did anything to it. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? But to be a part of that movement and to make it as big as it is and to make your own sound from it. That's the thing. You don't sound like anybody else. That's good because nobody wants to sound like everybody. You know, nobody wants that. But LURK sounds like LURK, and that's it. You can listen to one of your songs and you can start from the beginning, but yeah, that's a LURK song. Why? Because LURK only sounds like LURK. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, and I know that I'm fucking sucking your dick metaphorically, but like it's true. It's really true, man. And I hope you see that for sure. I hope you really do see that, man.
Yeah, man. I really I think I have done certain things within the past couple of months that make me really realize how great of an artist I can become. I don't think I'm there yet. Definitely, I think if you start thinking of yourself like, oh, I'm a great artist right now, you're just gonna be a fucking prick. So I don't ever want to think that like I'm at my best, because I know I'm not, and I don't ever want to be at my best, because there's always room to grow. But I'm definitely happy of where I am right now, and I'm happy with the sound that I have developed for myself. I think I'm always going to be doing different genres and shit, but I know that whatever genre I step in, I'm going to have my own sound.
Yeah, definitely, man. 100%. It's gonna be one of those things where like we have a group, we have groups, man. I mean, Lost Channel, shout out to Lost Channel, shout out to the Plant. What is Sadzilla's platform? The Plant Lounge or.
Yeah, that shit's gone. Like he booted that.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, bro. That's gone. IPL's dead.
Oh shit! What happened?
He's just like, no more IPL.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know it was gone, but R.I.P. Industry Plant Lounge is gone forever.
Blake Basic made a second one. There's IPL 2 right now. So Blake Basic made the second one.
Oh, okay.
So like that's like the group right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like all good things kind of come to a solemn end, you know. And they always like I said, I think it all depends on how you look at things. Like all negatives can be positives, and I think a lot of people saw it as a negative. But I was like, hey man, like if you're deleting it, it must be for some sort of reason, you know. So maybe we just need to work harder.
Right, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. LURK, I have to take another break again. My fucking camera's going haywire. So give me a second, real quick. All right.
No, you're cool.
Sorry about that, LURK. Again, you know, it's a one-man band over here, so I have to make sure everything's to the tip-top grand shape of my podcast. But yeah, man. You were talking about it being like negative and stuff. Like, did something happen or?
No. Like I don't think it was negative. I think
it was just time. It was just time for it to go away.
Yeah, it was just time. I personally think too many people relied on it, you know. Like I feel like Sadzilla's intentions for it were completely different from what everyone was using it for. Like it was supposed to be like, you know, we're learning about stuff, like we're learning how to grow, we're sharing techniques that we have for each other on how to grow, and then like it just became like a venting box. And I'm happy that it became a venting box. I've vented before in there. I think like Sadzilla has such a determined mindset that like he doesn't want to be clouded with majority of people's like distress. Like he just wants to go, and that's why he's so successful. Like I owe that completely to him. He's a very successful man. I think but I think it was more for him. Like he needed to get I think from my own personal like viewpoint, I think maybe like Zilla is like, yo, I want to be there for everyone, but I can't. And I feel like that this is the best decision to do.
Yeah, 100% too. And you know, not talking shit or anything, because everybody does it. Everybody wants people to watch and stuff. Because I even fucking did it too. But like Sadzilla isn't that type of person to hear everybody's fucking promos. You know what I'm saying? Sadzilla isn't the type of person to be like, you know, you get on a fucking platform like, hey dude, give me a like and shit. Give me a fucking shout out. You know, Sadzilla's doing his own shit, you know? And Sadzilla has liked my stuff and he has seen my stuff, and I know that he's been a good friend to a lot of us. over the past few years or whatever. But at the same time, a lot of these group chats end up being fucking promo messenger boards, and there we are. You know what I'm saying? And Sadzilla ain't about that shit too. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm like, I'm not even active in any of the group chats. Like, I'm in the Lost group chat with y'all, but like, I muted it and shit because I sometimes I just get like really overwhelmed with everything, and I'm like, yeah,
There's so
I
many
just
people.
need to take a step back.
Like whenever
I think too many people in one place like really just kind of runs down a place.
Right. The reason that I'm very active in the Lost group chat is because whenever I'm not active in my music, when I'm at my job, is when I can be active in the group chat. So whenever whenever Lost is awake, I'm awake because I have to go to work. I'm at work and shit. So it doesn't really affect me at all being on the group chat. And I like being on the group chat. I get to like talk to a lot of people, and it's fun. It passes the time, even at work and stuff. So shout out to fucking Abner. Shout out to fucking Lost and fucking the night shift guys, because actually gives me a place to fucking talk. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I think that certain group chats I love Lost and shit. Like fuck. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all been there for like the beginning of the man's channel and shit.
Yeah.
Like it is crazy to see how much he's grown since then. But like I said, for me personally, I can't really handle too many people. I'm a very closed in person. Like I can't handle people talking to me too much.
Right.
Like I get annoyed.
100%.
So,
Nah,
like,
dude, I'll
I
fucking
don't
be
know if,
asleep. I'll be asleep at fucking like in the morning at 11, and then my fucking phone, it's just constant. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, God damn it, Lost, shut the fuck up, bro. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to fucking sleep, dog. But yeah, dude, I get you, man. I understand that shit 100%. But fucking you know what's crazy too, bro, is like we were talking about doing a podcast and stuff, and like it's weird that we were in contact, and like I know you from like the socials and shit, and we've talked, but it's different it's different to come on here and then talk you know, with a voice, you know. And
yeah.
honestly didn't expect you coming on here and talking that kind of sense into to what we talked about today. You know, it was refreshing to hear like real fucking stories, real true fucking feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like because to be honest, bro, like we're gonna get in some deep shit right now. Is that okay? Can we get into some deep shit?
Yeah, that's fine.
For the past few weeks, man, I've been feeling very emotional. I don't know if it's because like just life. I don't know if it's from my life, my struggles. I don't know if it's like the moon or the fucking solar system constellations or whatever the fuck you believe in, or I don't know if it's the, you know, the just the weather change, because I got diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder at an older age, and you know, I'm dealing with that still. You know, I don't know what it is, but I'm just been feeling very emotional. You know, and like even like last night, bro, like I was sitting at work and stuff, like trying to like, you know, keep my mind at ease, and bro, like I don't know, man, every fucking thing that had to do with something that was like traumatic to someone's life, like I was tearing up and shit. And like, I don't know, man, I guess I wouldn't say it was like coincidence, but it's just like crazy that I've been dealing with that stuff, you know. I've been dealing with like my own shit and my own feelings and stuff, and then you come on here and we talk about some deep stuff, like stuff that like doesn't usually come on the podcast, where it's like, oh yeah, I do music and stuff, but you know, did you also know that I was a fucking drug addict? You know, like that kind of stuff, you know, and it's refreshing, bro. And I want you to know that like I respect that shit, where you just came out and you fucking talked about it, like you didn't have to do that shit at all, you know.
Man, like I said, like I tell people, I feel like at every opportunity that you have throughout every single moment of your day, you can always make someone else's a little bit brighter. Like I feel like that's my key to life. Whenever I die, whenever I'm on my deathbed, like I want to make sure that I made at least one more person other than myself happy.
Right.
And like it just means a lot that like, I don't know, you saw the truth and shit and honesty in my discussion with you, and like felt that. Like,
Yeah,
it's really cool. Like,
uh,
it makes me feel rewarded for my day. So I
100%, dude.
appreciate you being honest with that.
No, for sure, man. 100%, dude. Like, and that's the thing too is like, whenever we came on, I was like, okay, Lurk's music's fucking hype. Lurk's music's wild as fuck. Lurk's is aggressive, fucking screams, fucking hyper punk, sad boy, fucking, all that shit. I was like prepared to be like, how crazy it is. How crazy is it to fucking be Lurk, But then we actually got the how crazy is it to be fucking Lurk for sure. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that every time I get on this fucking podcast because something comes up, man. Every fucking time, and it's real shit. Like I tell people on the fucking pod every single day, like you could, for anybody that wants to do some shit like this, you can. You 100% can, and you can do it with one camera, a fucking mic, and a couple of friends, and do the shit that we're doing right now, bro. And you can find out so much things about people. And it'll help somebody. It might help one person. It might help fucking 2,000 people. It doesn't fucking matter how much it actually helps, but it helps somebody. And that's all. That's on fucking mental health, bruh. That's on mental health, bruh. 100.
I just feel like I don't know, man. Like, the most valuable thing to me is a person's smile.
Right.
So like just knowing that like I made a little bit of a difference in your week is very awesome to me.
Right.
So like I said, I appreciate you being honest and shit with that, because like a lot of people aren't like, especially guys, aren't open about like how they're feeling and shit. So I think that's really cool that like you're strong enough to do that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you have to be, bro. You have to. When the time is right, my story isn't out there, but when the time is right, my story is right around the corner, And I learned a few years ago that like you can't hold that shit in. It's something that a human being, it doesn't have to be a male or anything, but a human being can't hold in negative feelings because it turns out so bad. And I wish that people saw, quote unquote, the algorithm of a human life. But if you hold in negative, you get negative, and it's very bad. And it always happens that way. It always ends up that way until you take that negative and turn it into something positive. You take that negative and release it, whether talking to a therapist, talking to a person, talking to your mom and dad, talking to the people that have harmed you. However you deal with the trauma that has happened in your life, taking that out and letting it go, that's how you do it. That's the positive thing to do. Every negative...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said earlier in the podcast, like every single negative thing that will ever be brought against you, like no matter where you are in life, you can make it into a positive as long as you work hard to it. And
100%.
like I think, and I want to be like a beacon of that. Like I don't care what a person goes through. If you go about it a certain way, you can get as much positive shit out of it as you want.
Right.
Like. And I'm very firm in manifesting. Like I have a journal, and I try to write in it every day, and I just try to manifest shit, because it's like really about like if you spew positive energy out, you're gonna get it back.
Yeah, you will. That's the epitome of karma. That's the epitome of good karma and bad karma. You do bad, you get bad. You do good, you get good.
And like another thing that's like so crazy to me, and I live by this, like every time, because I get down a lot too. Like I'm pretty sure I'm like bipolar, so I got a lot of shit going on in my life.
Right.
Like I got school, and then I got the music stuff, and then like I'm helping take care of my grandma and shit. So like, it does get overwhelming.
Right.
But it's so stupid where I heard this from. But I heard this quote from a South Park episode, and it's stuck with me ever since then. Like it's such an amazing quote, but I'm so pissed that it came from South Park of all places. It was an episode where where Stan, the character Stan, was like super depressed and shit
Yeah.
about like his girlfriend breaking up with him. So like he started hanging out with the goth kids, and he started becoming goth and shit. And then at the very end of the episode, Butters went through a breakup as well, and like Stan was hanging out with the goth kids and was like, "Butters, what's wrong? Like, why are you crying?" And he's like, "Well, my girlfriend just dumped me." And he's like, "Oh, it's okay, Butters. Like, my girlfriend dumped me too. That's why I'm hanging out with these guys. Do you want to come hang out with us? Like, you can dress goth and shit with us too, and be sad with us and shit." And he's like, "No thanks, because I know that I'm gonna be really happy again." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, it's awesome that I'm really, really sad right now, because that means I have felt happiness before, and I'll feel it again."
Dang.
And like that shit like really resonated with me, because like it's so fucking stupid that it's from South Park though. I wish it was from something else, bro. But like he's like just the fact that like he like literally said, like, sure, I'm sad right now, but in order for me to know that I'm sad, I had to be happy before.
Right.
So like I have to take the good with the bad, and I have to take the bad with the good.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm gonna be happy again. I know I'm gonna be sad again. But like, it's so awesome that I'm sad right now, because that meant that I was really happy.
Right.
And that shit is so fucking cool.
So do you use all of that? Like, do you use that motivation and that inspiration and stuff for a lot of your songs, whether that be aggressive trap metal to sad boy hyper pop, or whatever the fuck, hyper something.
Hyper pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Hyper pop, yeah.
I'm a fucking OG, bro. Some of these fucking genres are kind of like over my head and shit, but like I fuck with it. It's just like I forget sometimes, bro. My mind's just fucking off, bro.
Cracker with an attitude, but I'm working on it. You talk money, I get thumbs all on it. Like Daryl Dixon, I get redneck real quick. Call me Mr. Cyclops, it's my third eye speaking. Shrooms in my tea, I'm hallucinating vividly. I'm known to get cold snow falling down your chimney. Search my video in incognito, cause she knew her man wouldn't like the browsing history. Short fused, mood swings, attitude, subject to change. Don't be a victim of blind rage. I always had a hard time relaxing when no drugs were involved, but awareness the most effective painkiller. Had a new human operating system installed. Fuck around, defy gravity, and put the whole underworld on jack stands. That's what I call hell raising. Former prisoner to mental enslavement, trying to enlighten all the kids in the basement. Knuckles was breaking, self-deteriorating. I'm in my car, heart slinging concrete, exchanging calluses for mortgage statements. Can't ignore this greatness. Ask your girl, please tell her keep her hands off the afro. You can't stand me, best remain seated, before I provoke more symptoms of vertigo. First grand came from a stimulus check. The fakest ones claim they as real as it gets. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I could be a real nice guy, but you fuck with my family, your life becomes mine. Cracker with an attitude, but I'm working on it. You talk money, I get thumbs all on it. Like Daryl Dixon, I get redneck real quick. Call me Mr. Cyclops, it's my third eye speaking. Shrooms in my tea, I'm hallucinating vividly. I'm known to get cold snow falling down your chimney. Search my video in incognito, cause she knew her man wouldn't like the browsing history.
Yeah, I think with my like trap metal stuff, I just go into the trap metal is so fucking easy to write. You just say like, "Oh, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm better than you. You're a piece of shit. I'm better than you. I'll fucking kill you." Like you say some like really cool way of telling someone you're gonna cause bodily harm to them.
Right, and
like,
that's like
trap metal.
yeah, and that in turn, like you're mad at something, you're aggravated or something. Write that shit down into a fucking song where you're gonna beat the shit out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's even like emotional. That's emotional therapy for sure.
But with the with the with the hyperpop stuff, it takes me so much longer to make because I have to be in a certain way, like mindset. So like my song "I Don't Want" it got added to like Teardrop and stuff. I don't know if you saw me posting about
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah,
it's like so like I think I manifested the fuck out of that song. So I told Sadzilla, I was like, I'm gonna get this on an editorial, and he's like, good luck. I know a lot of people that have been doing music for a while and haven't gotten one still. I'm like, yeah, you watch, I'm gonna get on it. And then I
right.
got on like one of the fucking biggest ones that I said that it would work for.
No shit.
But yeah, like Teardrop, it has like fucking a million likes. So like that's why I have like 70.
Congratulations, bro. I mean, like, obviously, but congratulations and shit. People,
Yeah, thank you, man. I literally think it's just because I spoke it in. Like in my journal, I wrote it down like every fucking day for like a whole page, like 2 pages a day. I literally just wrote, I'm gonna get on an editorial. I'm gonna get on an editorial,
yeah,
and I got on one. But yeah, besides the point though, like that song, I Don't Want. I knew it was super special because of how special it was. It's like the song is basically about like the song I Don't Want is about wanting to kill yourself, but there's that one person that makes it worth waking up the next day. So
right,
like whenever the lyrics say like I don't want to wake up unless I don't want to fall asleep unless you won't be there when I wake up.
right.
Unless you will be there when I wake up. I don't know. I don't know my lyrics. But like basically like I don't want to go to bed knowing that like you're not going to be there with me tomorrow.
Right.
Whether that's your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your cousin, whatever, your best friend. But then at the end of the song, like you're also showing resentment to the person because you know you're going through all this suffering. You're feeling like shit because you are alive and you just hate that person because if you didn't know them, it would be so much easier to rest in peace. So like
Right,
whenever
right,
I say the line like I may rest in peace if you would fucking cut me off, like I may actually be able to like finally feel free if you would just like hate me and stop talking to me.
right,
And I don't know, I think it's a really special song because it comes from that place where like I know things are bad right now, but I have a support system. But then it also goes back to that mindset of like, but I also don't give a fuck about that support system. I only care about myself.
right,
But
right.
I think I think I think that I really internalized it. I think that's honestly my best song to date. But yeah, I think I do get a lot of inspiration from shit like that, like from the South Park episode that I was talking about. Like I don't know, I always try to like do that uphill downhill shit in my hyperpop stuff where I'm talking about something that's supposed to be good but somehow make it sound bad.
Right.
Like how I was talking about, and I don't want how it is good that like I have a support system, but it's bad that I have one because I'd be able to leave behind the world if it wasn't for them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's good that you have two types of therapy when it comes to like music and stuff. You have your sad stuff where it's like, you're feeling this way, I can write about it, and bada bing, bada boom, I can make a really good song like Teardrop, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Um, or you can make a trap metal song, aggressive, anger, pain, and make that shit go down hard as fuck. The people don't understand that we use artists like this use our passions and our shit and our career as a fuel mechanism to make what we have, whether that be painting or music or instruments or whatever the case may be. We use our emotions for the stuff that we make.
Yeah. That's true.
So, I mean, people that are watching the podcast and stuff, if you are starting up with your music, starting up with your art, starting up with your music career, your instrument career, whatever the fuck you play, drums, guitar, fucking play bass, piano, you paint for a living, whatever the fuck the case may be, and you're having trouble trying to find some fucking passion or trying to find a fucking spark to make something happen. Think about some stuff that has hurt you mentally, hurt you trauma in the past, hurt you, or think of something that has made you angry or whatever. Those feelings are valid, and those feelings need to be let out somehow, some way. And you could do that in your endeavors, in your fucking adventures and shit. You could do that, and in turn make you feel 100 times better.
Yeah, I don't even think even yes, of course, but like I feel like at the same time, like it doesn't even have to be like you don't have to be screaming. You don't have to
Yeah.
be like singing your heart out. Like look at Zilla. Like we all know that music is extremely therapeutic for that man.
Right.
But like very seldom does he make a sad song. All of
Right.
his songs are like, yeah, I'm playing anime games and I'm watching hentai. Bye bye. Sucking off five guys. You know, whatever he raps about.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, dude.
Like I don't know. I feel like Sadzilla doesn't really get in that dark place, but I know that the music keeps him from one, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
I look up the Sadzilla a lot, bro. Like I listen, so like I actually have been listening to Sadzilla for a long ass time, and then we became friends. It's like really surreal. Like I love Sadzilla so fucking much.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, he's like a fucking father figure for me. I love that man.
Right. Shout out to fucking Sadzilla, man. He was on podcast before. I've hung out with him a couple times. He's a fucking good ass guy. I fucking love his ass. I think me and him kind of understand each other because we have families and stuff. Like I have a kid, he has a kid, and we both look the same age, even though he's a lot older than me, you know. So me and him kind of like click on a otherworldly base, like a worldly fucking tether. But shout out to fucking Sadzilla, dude. He's cool as fuck. I enjoy him too, man. But LURK, man, we've been going on for an hour and 30, bro. I think it's a good time to say our dues and shit, and talk about doing a next one.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think days like this and shit, I should be free.
Hell yeah.
Real quick before you go,
Yeah.
real quick before we go, I sent you a song that I've been working on, in Discord. You were talking about how like I've like incorporated like the hyperpop stuff with the trap metal stuff.
Yeah.
This is my most recent attempt at it. If you skip to like 55, you see what I mean. Like it's completely different from what you've heard me make before.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this right here. Hopefully I can. And hopefully it'll play. All right. This is something new to me to do, like with Discord while listening to a song. So we'll see what we can do. Okay. No. Nope. You still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you trying to like get it to play through Discord?
Yeah.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
I mean, you could share your screen. There should be a button on the Discord app where you can share your screen. I mean, you should be able to do that. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, for sure, man. I have no fucking idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Are you gonna be able to like see it if you're gonna be able to see it if I do that?
I won't be able to see it, but I'll be able to hear it for sure.
Yeah, I just started the stream, so you can go ahead and join it. Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I can see what's going on.
These are all my unreleased.
Ooh,
Except this one.
unreleased.
Except this one. Yeah. Okay, so this is it right here at 55. It's like.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, here it goes.
All right. Oh, yeah.
When I take you down. Hey, don't kill anybody standing in my way. I don't know how much more I can take. Think me is your last mistake.
You like that shit?
Yeah, bro, that was fucking fire, dude. Fucking
Thank you, man.
That shit was fucking
Dude, that's-
crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get Tasha to scrub on it. But if that doesn't work out, then I'm going to try to get AK3K on it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, I had to show you that because whenever you said like I'm like making like new genres and shit, like I honestly think that that's a good representation. Holy shit, I didn't mean to do that.
No, you're good.
I think that's
You're
a
good
good representation.
Yeah, it is a good representation because a lot of people are gonna say, "What does LURK sound like?" And right now, boom, yeah, you posted something that sounded really good, and they can go back and listen to your stuff. Which, your socials and stuff. Do you want to shout out any of your socials or what's going on or anything?
If you ever want to find me, just look up the very like most common fact about me.
What is that
just look
fact?
up everyone hates LURK. Just look up everyone hates LURK, and you'll find it. The most known fact ever about me, and I'll be right there wherever you need me.
There you have it. The biggest fact that everybody should know is that everybody hates LURK. Or everyone hates
Yes,
LURK.
sir.
Everyone hates LURK. Your shit's gonna be right here. Do you want your Spotify is what? LURK? Your Spotify's LURK?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
the band.
Spotify's LURK.
Not the fucking band, guys. The person, the rapper. Not the band. Don't worry about the band. It's not him. It's not him. They're imposters. They're imposters. That's right. I'm talking to you, LURK, the band. They're like, like Powerpuff Girls, the Rowdy Rough Boys. That's them. LURK, the band, is like the Rowdy Rough Boys of like the Powerpuff Girls.
You're old, man.
I am. Well, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 21 next month.
Oh no, shit! I'm not that old. I'm fucking 26. I'm about to be 27.
You're old, bro.
Yeah, I'm like I'm pretty old, but everybody should know about Powerpuff. You never watched Powerpuff Girls?
I love Powerpuff Girls, bro.
Oh, okay. Why are you saying that I'm old then?
Because you're just old.
Okay, I am. But I am. But I do look old too. Like I look like an old fucking kook on here. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thinks that I'm like fucking 50 and shit. I have a fucking beard and I'm like, you shall not pass. Gotta get whatever the fuck. Have you seen those fucking TikToks where the guy's like fucking, the young boy wants to die. Alakazam. Anyway,
Dude, my TikTok is so fucked. Like, it's literally just shit post memes. So like slideshows with like really stupid fucking audio over top.
it's all deep fried still. Like deep fried's a thing still. Fucking deep fried TikToks, deep fried memes and shit like that, man. Oh man, we should definitely do a next fucking podcast and just talk about memes and shit.
For sure, on the meme god.
But we got Instagram. Everyone hates LURK. The LURK, the rapper on fucking Spotify, not the band. Anything else, man? Anything else happening? Anything else going on that's pretty important?
I have not made this public yet, and then like a select bit of people know. 2 major things to watch out for. I don't know when it's happening. I just know it's coming. I got an EP coming out with Raise God. I got a remix to my song I Don't Want coming out with Prompto.
Ooh,
and
what?
Yeah, he fucking loved it. So I was like, yeah, just hop on a remix because he said that he really liked it. And I was like, I can't not offer him to hop on it. It's fucking Prompto. I've been listening to Prompto since I was in high school.
Yeah,
I have to give it to him. So Prompto's such a fucking chill guy. I love that guy a lot.
Okay, shout out to Prompto.
So that, and then if I can bully Sadzilla enough into doing an album with me in the summer, it'll be an album. If not, it's just gonna be a fucking EP. But we'll see.
Hell yeah, dude. There's a lot of stuff happening, and there's a lot of stuff lurking in Lurk's fucking swamp. You know what I'm saying? So look
Yes,
out
sir.
for all that shit, man. That's exciting stuff, man. Congratulations on all of that stuff, and I hope that everything, looks up right, and the future is bright, and everything fucking wins for fucking Lurk and shit, man. Honestly, it was an honor to get you on the podcast. I enjoyed our conversation. It was awesome. It's one of those things where, like, I get kind of nervous because I hate it being on the phone, because I definitely like it to be in person. But even then, man, like, I feel like everybody got the emotions. Everybody got what you were came here for. And, man, it was just an honor. And thank you for joining us on the fucking MOSHCAST, man. We appreciate it so much from you.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on and like sharing the experience with you.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And like I said, you want to get back on this bitch, just let me know. You want to talk your shit, let's go again. We'll do a fucking,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
do part 2, part 3, part 45. Who fucking cares, man? We'll get it going, bro. And
Maybe one of these times I can come out and actually be there.
oh yeah, 100%, dude. I have people I got fucking shout out to Y-Care that wants to get on this bitch. Shout out to fucking Wasteland. He said the same shit. I mean, Wasteland hasn't even been on the podcast yet. Wasteland, come on, get your ass on here. But he's like, let me go up there. I want to be in there in person. I'm like, come on, bro, just come on. The door's open, dude. You can literally stay at my house. I don't give a fuck. You can sleep on the fucking couch or something. Maybe I should go to Pennsylvania. Maybe I get a vacation time and I'll go to Pennsylvania and we'll do the podcast there in the cold ass fucking snow. And look at all the fucking Wendigos and all the fucking coal mines and shit and spook ourselves to death,
I don't want to go back to the coal mines, bro.
Come on, dude. We gotta do it, bro.
No,
There's
man.
some like Blair Witch shit happening over there,
Bro,
bro.
I got some wild ghost stories about that shit that we ain't got time for.
Oh shit, bro. Next time. All right.
Spooky, bro.
Now we got some like beef and shit for the next EP, bro, for sure. All right then. But like I said, I appreciate you coming on, bro, and
Man, no problem.
and I'll let you know when this shit drops, and we'll make it a big old thing. All right.
Of course.
All right, bro.
See ya.
All right. You have a good one.
You too, man.
Bye bye. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lurk. It was motherfucking Lurk. But there it is. It's the fucking MOSHCAST, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. But I appreciate everybody being here and involved and watching and listening and doing their shit. But like always, and like every fucking week, I am Almighty Sai. This is the MOSHCAST. And go fuck yourself, dude.